Hello everybody, and welcome to the beginning of section 6.2, and this is page 33 that we're looking at. And in this section, we are going to be talking about using definite integrals to find volume. The way I like to start out this section is with a nice practical example just to help you picture kind of the general conceptual idea here. Okay, so let's read this together. In this video, I'm going to just be introducing you to this problem and asking you to work through it. Okay, so here's what the example is asking us to do. So Colonel Armstrong is a 1,300-year-old redwood tree whose trunk is 300 feet tall. And over here to the right, you've got a picture of this tree, probably the worst picture of a redwood that you've ever seen. You can see that my drawing skills are limited here. And every 60 feet, a diameter measurement of Colonel Armstrong has been taken. Okay, and we can see those numbers kind of marked off on the tree. Somebody has gone to the trouble of measuring how wide it is at various points. Okay, here's what we want to do. We'd like to see if we can use this information to estimate the volume of the wood in the trunk of the tree, just the trunk of the tree. Okay, I want to emphasize here, before you get started doing this, that the point here is to estimate. There is no right answer to this problem. Okay, there's no exact answer here. You can't get a right or a wrong answer. You can just estimate it and maybe come up with either reasonable or not so reasonable estimates. Okay, there are a lot of different ways that you can do this. Okay, but I do want to give you maybe just one suggestion of a direction that you might head in. Okay, one formula that might be helpful as you do this. Okay, so there's the formula for the volume of a cylinder. Okay, if I give you a perfect cylinder that has a radius of r and a height of h, there's a formula for that that looks like, you might remember this from geometry when you see it, pi r squared h. Okay, you might find that helpful depending on how you choose to do this. Okay, and you might be looking at that formula and saying, wait a minute, there aren't any cylinders in this problem. Well, you're correct. There aren't any cylinders. Okay, but remember, estimate. Okay, so there aren't any perfect cylinders. You still might be able to find a way, though, to think about using this formula to approximate the amount of wood in the volume. Okay, so I'm going to stop here, and this is the end of this video, and I'd like you to take a few minutes and just see if you can come up with an estimate, maybe a couple of estimates of the amount of wood in the trunk of this tree.